everybody, my name is Emery and welcome to Foodie Friday. This month we are celebrating the 5 senses of summer, so today we are doing some outdoor cooking. I have a lovely campfire here that I started a couple of hours ago, and so today I'm going to show you how to make some pancakes. Pancakes are very easy to cook outdoors, either whether you're at home or you're camping. Just one thing to note, always make your fire in a designated fire pit. So a place specifically, you don't want to just start a fire anywhere randomly in your yard. Always have a designated fire pit. And for safety, over here I have a bucket of water. So you always want to have a bucket of water with you, just in case you need to put out the fire very quickly. Even at the end, you always throw water over your fire when you're finished with it. So before we mix our pancake batter, I'm going to let our cast iron pan heat up. And to do that, I'm just going to use a stick, have a designated fire stick, and I'm going to scrape some of the hot coals out into this little area right here, and then set my cast iron pan right on top. So the heat from the coals will heat up the pan while we make our batter. That way we'll be ready to almost immediately fry or cook up our pancakes. So I have our cast iron pan heating up on the bed of coals. You can see it over there, nice, even and flat. And I have our little butter here, also sitting on some coals and gently melting, because we have 3 tablespoons of melted butter in our recipe. So I'm gonna leave that over here and then show you what we have measured out. I don't have the exact measurements, but the recipe will be on our website and attached to the video, so check it out for that. But I have flour, a little cinnamon, baking soda and baking powder, some salt, and a couple tablespoons of sugar in this bowl. For the wet ingredients, I have buttermilk, and I use the whisk to beat in 2 eggs. And then I have some chocolate chips. You can use any brand of chocolate chips that you would like, and use as much as you like. So it's really a to taste measurement. There's no specific amount of chocolate chips that you can put in your pancakes. So it's very easy. Before you go on a camping trip, you can measure all of this out in one container, keep your dries and your wets together, and keep your wet ingredients in some sort of insulated cooler. So that way everything stays nice and cold, so you can have fresh pancakes in the morning. Chocolate chips can just stay out. But yeah, measure all of your dry ingredients ahead of time and your wets. So it's a very easy recipe. You're going to mix all of the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients very carefully, and right at the very end we're going to fold in our chocolate chips. So as you can see, there's little bits of egg coming out of the buttermilk. Add it all together and then very gently give it a stir around. Having a lumpy pancake batter is completely fine. You still want a lot of lumps. Well, not a lot of lumps, but you can still have some lumps in your pancake batter. But very gently give it a stir around, and then we'll be ready to add our chocolate chips. All right, so I've mixed our pancake batter. As you can see, it all came together. It's nice and lumpy. You can see the baking soda is sort of starting to bubble up. There's some chocolate chips in there. I'd say I added in about 1/2 cup. Our pan has been heating over the coals the whole time. So in order to make the pancake batter not stick, I put a little vegetable oil on a paper towel, and you just basically rub it around the bottom of your cast iron pan, and that'll coat it enough. Sort of like having a can of vegetable oil spray or something like that. So I'll put my towel down here, and we're ready to start cooking our pancake. So we'll take a nice even ladle, make sure I find a couple of chocolate chips here, and right in our pan. You can sort of hear it sizzling a little bit, which means your pan is hot enough to cook. And this is fantastic because 5 senses of summer really incorporate what it's all about. So, you know, you have the heat from the sunshine, you can hear the wind, you have the smell of the campfire, And of course, after you're done, you have a delicious treat to eat. So when the pancake is fully cooked, you're gonna have sort of bubbles form around in the middle. You can see some sort of popping up right now. Your edge will be nice and cooked, and then you'll give it a flip and then cook it till probably a couple of minutes more on the other side, and then we'll have some pancakes to enjoy. Wow, beautifully golden brown. So I've been cooking them not individually, but just a couple at a time. The first one, one side of the pan was a little hotter than the other, so just monitor that, because one pancake, even though the batter goes in at the same time, they might need to come out at different times depending on if your pan is a little warm. So that one's going to cook for just a couple minutes more. While you're waiting, I have a towel with extra pancakes on the inside, and that'll keep them a little bit warm until everybody has pancakes enough to eat. I have pancakes plenty to eat, so I have my little plate right here with some eco-friendly camping silverware. And what pancake would not be complete without some Vermont maple syrup? Kindly made by our neighbor, which is fantastic. So using a really local Woodstock product. So I'll put a little maple syrup on the top of my chocolate chip pancakes. Delicious. And of course, gotta try it out. Nice and pancake right off the fire. You really can't beat it. Delicious. Got the maple syrup with a really light and fluffy pancake. Delicious chocolate chips would just make it a little extra special. And the cinnamon in the pancake batter is incredible. So this is how you make pancakes while cooking on an outdoor fire. If you have any questions about this video, please leave them in the comments below, and enjoy our 5 senses of summer.